you beautiful people. I'm back. I took a little break, and then I just kind of fell off the horse for another week. So, yeah. But I'm back now, right back in the flow of things. Got a bunch of interviews coming with cool people, and I want to get back into these This Week in Stacks episode videos. I think people like them, kind of condense what's been going on week by week by week. It also keeps me accountable to spot all the cool stuff that's going on, put it in an Evernote doc, and then regurgitate it to the camera for you guys. So I'm just going to jump right into it. This document says This Week in Stacks March 4th, which is when I typically make myself record it. So this is at least 3 weeks of content. And I also got lazy at recording things. So it's shorter than it should be. But let's just do what we can. Go through the list of the cool stuff I saw in the past 3 weeks, and then next week we'll get back on a regular cadence, maybe even do it from Miami, who knows, but yeah, happy to be here with y'all. So, jumping off, This Week in Stacks, first thing I got, Apes Together. If you're not familiar, the Megapont team created a token called Apes Together. They're creating a whole business around it where it's on Ethereum for 0.65 ETH. You mint it, and it gives you access to this community membership for 3 years. And they're going to be building infrastructure for Web3 tooling. You know, different Discord tools, generative NFT art stuff. So there's 4 products currently in the pipeline. And they have different code names. One is called Apollo, which is an NFT art generation tool, which is how you see things like the Wasteland apes. They can be spun up in a week. You just take a bunch of layers of art, put it into this tool, and you can spit out, 10,000 generative art pieces super, super fast that also look fantastic. So Apollo is that, put into a product form. Chronos, which is a gating and analytics tool for Discord. So you'll be able to, depending on what tokens they have in their wallet, I believe, you can dictate who is allowed access and what rules they'll get within the server. There's one called Freya, which is a sales reporting application for Discord and social media. So I'm thinking most of these aren't fully fledged yet. They're not out. You can't play with them yet. But I'm assuming that's something like a sales bot where you see like that Megapont sold for 2,300 stacks an hour ago and this one for that time. So this will give you the ability to easily report that out to your fans and drop it into the Discord channel. And then Osiris, which is a wallet collection tool that also gives you like workflows. So you can, the example they give is like, if you need someone to be this role, like say level 7 or something in your Discord, then you accept their wallet. So you can bracket it with rules instead of just having a basic whitelist. It could be earn this certain thing or be this certain category, and then we'll accept your wallet for stacks for Ethereum. So that's Apes Together. Pretty cool. It is expensive. 0.65 ETH is no joke. But if you're a builder, it's actually pretty cool to be in the Discord because you're interfacing with people who just because of that price point brackets kind of like a selection for people coming into it, but they're dedicated builders. So you're seeing people around the stack space and the Ethereum space that are, at the forefront of creating cool shit, and you can just kind of talk with them about whatever and ask questions. So I've been digging it so far. Next up, there's a few NFT related things I got on here. The Tiger Force mint came and went, and it sold out super, super fast. It went crazy. And then there's a run-up in price, and I think it's leveled out somewhat since then. But yeah, Tiger Force went crazy. Congrats to them. And I think they're building out a metaverse or something now. So big ambitions. It'd be cool to see if they pull that off over the coming months. Baby Badgers. Bitcoin Badgers has been a great collection. A bunch of Miami residents. They're one of the first collections to mint using CityCoins as well. And dope artwork. They're really pushing for being the VR play in stacks. So if you love, playing in Oculus at all, and you're not a Bitcoin Badger, you're tripping. Every Wednesday they get together. They play mini golf. They play Pop One, and they're just super cool dudes. So that's a great time. But they did a cool collection where you take 2 of your badgers and then you put them in this love machine where you can choose some traits that you like about them and pass them down to a baby badger. And so they have a whole new collection based off of that, where you get a super cute looking baby badger that is in the same kind of art style as the Bitcoin badgers. So that was cool. Next up, and this one was big news. I'm super hyped for this one, but Xverse now has an in-app dApp browser, which means that if you connect your Hero wallet to the Xverse mobile app, you can now go in and log into stacksnft.com or the Alex platform and do all the things you would normally on your desktop from your phone. So super hyped for that. For the longest time, I didn't have a laptop, and I was missing all kinds of mints because I had to race home to get back to my desktop. So now I can just bloop on the Xverse app. So love that. Next on the list, OkCoin, which has been one of the best supporters of Stacks since the beginning. First place to list Miami Coin, first place to list NYC Coin. They now allow NYC Coin to be stacked on their platform. Before it was just Miami Coin. So now you can stack your NYC Coin, get that nice stacks yield. And then if you want, you can stack those stacks, get that Bitcoin yield. But yeah, so that's good to see. It's always nice to make more crypto with your crypto. Next on the list, and this one is actually been pretty dope to see, because even when I first wrote this on my notepad, Mechanism HQ, this is a new company founded by Jeff, who was the previous head of product at Hero, and Hank, who was an engineer at Hero. They announced a seed round or funding round of $8 million to unlock Bitcoin. And if you go to the website, it says, "We design and build protocols on Bitcoin using stacks. Our mission is to grow the GDP of Bitcoin. We believe in a future where Bitcoin is the money layer and stacks is the programming layer. Fix the money, fix the world." And so that sounds super dope. And you got people working at Hero, so they have a proven history, and they're getting a big chunk of funding to start doing some cool stuff. But since then, like since the 3 weeks since that announcement, they've been doing Twitter Spaces weekly that have been super good. They're taking interesting ideas and just exploring them out in the open. And so if you watch back those Twitter Spaces, which have been on the Stacks Twitter channel, or if you go to their blog at blog.mechanism.so, I believe. Yep, blog.mechanism.so. They already have some fantastic content they're putting out. There's ones on the new clarity functions coming to Stacks 2.1, so you can kind of get ahead of the curve and see what's coming down the line. They've been exploring some new ideas on how to use proof of transfer light, which, if you don't know, that's one of the things that's powering, say, things like CityCoins, where if I put money into this basket and there's 100 stacks in the basket and I put in 10, I have a 10% chance of winning that block. And they were thinking, and it's a winner-take-all model currently. And so they're thinking, what if it's more proportional, where if there's 100 stacks in the block, you get 10% of the rewards. And so there's less risk involved. Everyone gets their share, which would encourage more mining overall. So they're toying with ideas like that. There's another one on using Bitcoin to create a decentralized stablecoin. And that's just in the past few weeks. So I highly recommend, if you don't follow their Twitter Spaces or their blog, it's one of the best places, because one of the cool things about, and maybe it's all of crypto, but something about Stacks is there's so much intellectual property that is kind of like dormant-ish. Like NFT trees are out there, and it seems like this really cool idea of being able to mint NFTs without having to burden the network, or proof of transfer light is still not fully fleshed out, and the main use case is still just CityCoins for the most part. And, hyperchains are coming, but you're not going to see them kind of like implemented for a while after that, when they come online in different ways for Moonray or Alex or whatever. So there's always this gap between the things that are currently technically possible And then there's the code that's written but not kind of like implemented in any applications, and then the applications that bring it to life. Mechanism is kind of that bridge of the very early stage while also making it palpable and understandable for a dummy like me. So highly recommend following Mechanism. 3 more small quick things and then I'll get out of your hair. But CityCoins has been working on protocol upgrades the past 3 weeks or so. They've been having weekly discussions on a Zoom call and daily discussions in the Discord, more specifically in the emissions schedule channel. The basic gist, I haven't been following it super closely, but they found that the current issuance seems to be too inflationary for the current demand of CityCoins. And so they're looking at all the different levers they can pull to fix that. And so some of the things suggested was shortening the halving cycles. So instead of being, the block reward from the jump is 250K, and then it's 100K for however long, I think it's 4 years, and then 50K, and then whatever. You can shorten those to half the time, or a year, or 6 months, or whatever it is. You can also just change the emissions, so the halving cycles stay the same, but the block rewards drop from 100K to 50, and 50 to whatever. So there's a supply coming into the market every block. And there's also some interesting ones about maybe you lock up a token initially. So you mine, and after 100 blocks you can claim it, but it can't go to your wallet just yet. You have to wait however long, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. And so there's not as much supply hitting the market at a consistent level. So miners, if you really believe in the project and you still want to mine it, it would show your kind of bullishness in a sense. I'm not sure where everyone's landing right now on some of those levers, if there's different ones at play, but those have been kind of thrown out there. And second to last thing, but also still talking about CityCoins, there's been a big NFT drop today, CityPacks, which is an NFT collection spearheaded by Diego, Altmom, and I forgot the artist's name. I think it's Marcel or Marcelo. Apologize, my man. But yeah, they released an NFT collection. You'll see them around as these really cool looking 3D backpacks, but they're also doing good with it. So part of the funding is going to increase financial literacy and crypto literacy in the Miami-Dade public school system. So this is I said it today on the Twitter Spaces, but it's this new way of like creating the school fundraising bake sale using NFTs. And so this is kind of a first use case where they're trying to bridge the physical and the digital and, public goods with, tokens and NFTs that we're all kind of like playing with. And so just like how CityCoins initially, people were mining because we're speculating on a token, but eventually that money goes towards homeless rental assistance in the city of Miami in a real tangible way. CityPacks could be the first little instantiation of what it looks like to fund grassroots level programs that are very direct and focused, while also speaking to a broader crypto native, not even involved in the actual program. Like, I'm not going to see any of this stuff, but still able to support it. Kind of bracketing these things. So super cool to see. They're minting now. They might still be available. Who knows? But super cool to see that come to life. So a lot of stuff happening in the kind of CityCoins ecosystem. Yeah. Last on the list, and this isn't even really a news topic, it's just to put it out in the ether. But Bitcoin Unleashed is happening. We're all going to be in Miami in less than 2 weeks now, which is crazy. This is my first big conference I've been going to between Bitcoin Unleashed and Bitcoin 2022. I'm going to go freaking crazy. It's going to be fun as shit. Can't wait to see all of you guys. And yeah, that's it. I got nothing else to say. I've already been talking for more than 10 minutes. So that's it. We're back on the train. More videos, more videos, more videos. I'll see you soon. Love y'all. Peace.
Welcome to Built on Bitcoin.
I know that things don't always go your way, but I'll be right here waiting. I've been waiting now. been trying to figure out a way to make it out, cause I don't think about